Hi guys, once again I'm doing yet another modification video for the Lenovo ThinkPad X220. Today I'm actually going to show you how to install an mSATA drive. So this is a KingSpec mSATA drive that's from China. It's 512 gigabytes in size and it's actually brand new. I've just received it today and I'm going to unbox it for you as well. So let's have a look what we got in here. So as you can see, the mSATA drive is quite small. Yet another SSD. Oops. So yeah, that really is brand new. And there you have it. Oh, okay. Right, good thing I spotted that. So these are the installation screws that I guess they must include in the package with it. But actually, we're not going to need that because this laptop actually already has a screw inside that we're going to find soon. So we can put those ones to the side and just kind of keep them just in case. But yeah, there it is. As you can see, an mSATA is incredibly small. And yeah, there is a port that is actually kind of around this part here that this will go right into. So with that in mind, let's go. So the first thing you need to do is take your ThinkPad and close it. Make sure it's closed down as well, completely turned off. Turn it over. And as before in my other videos, remove the battery. So that's out. You can't be electrocuted or anything like that. Then we want to do 2 screws. So the 2 screws are here. 1, 2. So I'm going to go for a small size. So we start with these 2 screws here. It's not going to actually lift this one up. So I go in. That one's coming out. Okay, and the other one. And we're probably going to have to actually just turn it over to get the screws out. Okay, and there they are. So let's see, I'm going to put the keyboard screws just there. So they're right next to the top, just so I remember where they are. Now, this is going to be a bit tricky. What you need to do here is you actually need to press down and kind of move the keyboard back and forth a little bit. It's kind of like giving a massage. So we do that. Okay, and you should hear that click there. Aha, okay, bingo. So when you lift it up, there we go, like that. Don't lift it all the way up because actually we've got another step. So you can see here, this is where the keyboard is actually connected to the motherboard. And what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to get like a credit card or something. And you're going to want to actually just kind of gently pry it up. Like a little connector there that you just got to tease out. Actually, maybe we can just... Okay, there we go. So then we can actually just lift the keyboard away. Now then, what is the next step? So the next step, we've got to actually once again close the laptop, turn it over, and then we're going to have to do some more screws. So the 5 screws that we need to do are here. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So if we undo those, just one at a time, take it easy. and 5. So the ideal case for this is that you have an magnetic screwdriver, and then they'll just pop right up with the screwdriver. So I guess for me, we're just going to have to do that and make sure that we catch all the screws when they pop out. We've got 3. Okay. All right, so I can maybe just dig a little bit. Oh, okay, that one's magnetized to something else on the keyboard, the computer even. Okay, there we are. Right, so five screws for the second part are next to the battery. Okay, turn it back over. Open it up. So now, what we want to do is actually remove the palm rest. But before we do this, you're going to see right here, we've actually got a little blue cable. And what we want to do is we want to lift up this little black catch. It's so small, so be delicate with it. So lift that one up. And then we use this little blue tab. That's our way of pulling it to pull that one out. There we go. Got to be so delicate with this. It's so tiny. Great. Now we've got that one out. What we can do is kind of just gently, you know, don't do it too hard, but just kind of gently prise up the palm rest, like so. Okay, there we go, and that should just come off in your hand nicely there. Put that one next to the keyboard. Okay, let's get a closer look. So right here, this is where our mSATA goes, our mSATA SSD. And in just a moment, I'm going to show you how to install that. But first, if you have a look here, there's lots of dust built up in here. So I'm actually just going to have a little spring clean first to just get this nice and clean, and then we'll be right back with you. All right, guys, so we've cleaned out the unit a little bit, which is good. I'm happy with that. Okay, so now for the installation. You can see here that this is the empty space, as I was saying before, for the mSATA drive. So you can see that we've got some wires in the way here, actually. This is your network card in the drive. In the computer, sorry. What you need to do is remove this black cable just for a second. So all we need to do is actually just kind of lift up on that one. Don't worry about that. And we just need to sort of lift the wires out of the way. We don't need to unplug anything else though. Just keep that in mind. Okay, so we've now got access to where our mSATA drive is going to go. We need to oh my goodness, whoa, wait a minute. Gonna need a bigger screwdriver for that one. Crumbs. Don't want to cross thread that screw. Okay, that's better. So just unscrew this. And this is the screw we're going to use for our mSATA drive. So we're going to take that one out, like so. Now, this is actually very similar to installing a stick of RAM. So we take out the mSATA, and I'm just going to make sure I've got the orientation correct. Okay, so in this case, what you want is the smaller part of the input at the top. So, you know, here you've got the smaller part, and then down here you've got the longer part there. Okay, so let's move that across, and it's the same as the RAM. So actually, let's get a clearer picture of that. I'm going to move that dust out of the way. It's very dusty because it's so old, this laptop. So you can actually see here, where the division is. So you've got the longer port on the left and the smaller port on the right. So what we're going to do I'm going to slide that in at a 45-degree angle. If we can. So just give it some patience. There we go. That's correct. And then we want to push down on it. Okay. So we want to push down on that one. Okay. So good. So here we've actually got a peg. So there's no screw to go in here. And then here we've got the, just making sure that's in, and just do it ever so gently. So we just make sure the peg goes through that hole, and then we put the screw in this hole. So where's the screw? The screw is here. Okay. So again, this is where a magnetic screwdriver is going to come in handy. Okay. Okay. So I am happy that that is secured. Brilliant. So that's the installation of the SSD itself complete. So now it's all a matter of putting everything back together and doing it correctly. This is the first time I've done this, so hopefully it'll be fine. Let's go ahead and first of all plug back in our network card. So what we want to do is rearrange the wires again here. So if we get that blue wire underneath. Actually, I don't think it was underneath. No, I think we just need to kind of have it in that area there. Okay, fine. Yeah, it's ever so tiny, but you've just got to kind of place it on and press it in. Oops. Okay, there we go. So you should feel, or even hear, like a little click, like the one that you might have just heard on the video. I'm not sure whether or not you could hear that or not. Okay, so I think I'm happy that that's the network card reinstalled there. So now we've just got to do everything that we've just done backwards. So, of course, the first part is to put our palm rest back on. So, actually, where's my little brush? Ah, it's there. So I'm just gonna give that a good old clean for old time's sake, because I didn't spot the mess and the dust there when I took it out a moment ago. Okay, so our first job is we actually just put it on first. So put it on, and actually what you want to do is kind of push it up towards the computer and then pull it back down. Okay, oh dear, so something's gone wrong there. You see. Okay guys, so yeah, we had a bit of a blooper in the video there. So actually what happened is, and I didn't realize this at first, but this little magnet here actually came off. I think that because it's so old, the paste that was holding it in place, it actually has, what you call it, it's disintegrated. So what's happened is that this magnet has been magnetized to the underside of the touchpad. And then when I was trying to push that down, it was getting in the way. So anyway, SSD card, network cable. Let's do this again. This should work now. It should work quite nicely, actually. So again, like I said, kind of in one swift motion. You want to put it in like it's going up, and then kind of pull it back a little bit. And then just make sure that everything clicks into place. And then everything, so the casing here should all be straight, and it should be firmly in place. Then, once you've got the palm rest back in, you want to make sure that that little black catch is still pointing up. You want to take the blue tab again and reconnect the key, not the keyboard, the touchpad. Okay, so just make sure that that one's firmly in place and secure. Okay, I think I'm happy with that. And then you want to snap that connector back down. Okay, brilliant, that's in. So now we got that one back in. We want to put the screws back for the palm rest. So remember, you want to have like your 5 screws for the palm rest and your 2 screws for the keyboard separate, so you know which one's which. And we just put these back in. And yeah, it was this one, wasn't it? Just get my grip. Okay, there it goes. Okay, I hope that one's not cross-threading because it just seems to keep screwing, but hopefully that's all right. They are all the same size of screw, so they should be fine really to go wherever. And that's actually the little magnet that was inside that was causing all that trouble. Okay, so yeah, these 5 screws are pretty easy just to put back in. What I am more worried about is just the keyboard. That's the one that can be a bit finicky. Okay, brilliant. So, turn it back over. The palm rest should now be back in and secured by those screws. Just got a little hair in there. Just move that out of the way. Okay. Last minute touches. So, keyboard. We want to put the keyboard back in. So, what you want to do with this one is it's the same procedure as before. You've just got to kind of massage it back in, so to speak. So what you want to do is take the wire that connects the keyboard to the computer and then lay the keyboard on the palm rest, just so it's kind of nice and relaxed. And really, you just want to think of this as a plug. So you just got to make sure it's nicely lined up. And there's only really one way it should go in, so kind of click that in. Yeah, there we go. That's fine. That's in now. So just absolutely make sure that's in. Then, with the keyboard, you want to make sure that it goes under. So you see where the page up key and the S key is. Make sure it's on that kind of that slider bit there. You want to make sure it goes like under. Oh dear, okay. So actually, this one's been dropped a few times, so part of the casing's broken there, which is why I have that issue. But if you haven't been clumsy, then you should be fine with that one. Okay, so like that, and then massage it down and just really kind of press down, and even if it seems like it's in, and you know what, I think we need to maybe just make sure. Yes, there we go. Okay, I think that should be fine now. All right, let's go back. So we've got our keyboard in. We're going to put our screws back in. And yeah, the holes for the screws look lined up. So I would say that the keyboard reinstallation has been a success. Great. So now the only thing left to do is to reinstall your battery. Flick it in. Let's turn it over. And you know what? We're going to do the moment of truth. We're going to turn it on. So turn it on. Then you want to press the Think Vantage button. Just spam it. Okay, yes. So you can see that the keyboard is working, which is a good thing. So choose a temporary startup device. Okay, boot menu. Yes. Okay, so actually there it is. ATA HDD2 MT512. There it is. All right, so guys, yeah, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed my video today. I hope this helps if you're installing a new mSATA drive into your ThinkPad. As ever, guys, you take care, stay safe. I want to thank everyone who's been watching this little series of my hardware upgrades and installations, and I look forward to the next video soon. Thank you so much. And just as an extra double check, guys, as you can see, I've opened up disk management, and here we've actually got it right here. So the size is 476.92 gigabytes. Of course, as we all know, disk drives are normally a little bit smaller than their advertised size, which is perfectly normal. And then there it is, the device properties. So once again, guys, thank you so much. Please like, comment, subscribe, and if you can do all of that, there'll be more videos like this one. Thank you very much. Good night.